name's Narissa and I like to run track.
My name's Ethan and I love basketball.
My name's Abria and I cheer at SCSA.
And today we're going to be highlighting school culture, student voices, and all the great things happening at SCSA.
And today you're hearing from the three perspectives. We got school updates, student recognition, and a very special guest today. Let's get started.
Today's fun fact is your eyes capture the world upside down and your brain instantly flips it so everything appears right side up.
We're excited to share some great advice from what we learned from our special guests. We're finna welcome
Mr. Bratcher! AKA Unc, y'all. That's Unc. To be real with you.
whole time.
Okay, so
Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah.
Where were you born? What do you like to do on your free time? And what's some students might find interesting about you?
Okay, that's a good question. Well, y'all know, I'm from the Bronx, New York, born and raised, Clark City,
right.
Section 4. But I was born in New York. I went to Johnson Smith University for undergrad here in Charlotte. From there, I went to graduate school in Chicago State. Some things about me. I like to play basketball in my free time. Bust some of y'all up in basketball.
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
try. But I also like to play chess. Chess is something I'm passionate about. Spending time with my son. And just hanging out with my friends. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not too much different than y'all.
Okay. What's some advice you got for your students?
Some advice. See, I got a lot of advice for my students. The first thing is always stay true to who you are. Always be authentic to who you are. I think that's the most important thing. Secondly, remember like your morals, your values, things that are important to you, friends, family, um, and your academics, of course, as well too.
Okay.
Who was one of your teachers that really inspired you when you was growing up?
Me.
Yeah.
I said
Of course.
you.
Oh no, growing up. Crazy thing, growing up, I never forget my ninth grade social studies teacher, Mr. Motion. He's the guy that made me want to become a teacher.
Mr.
Right.
Motion.
Mr. Motion.
Right.
He was my social studies
It's
teacher.
emotion.
But look, Mr. Motion was cool. He had a bald head too. We used to call him old just like God called me. But he was a really, really cool dude, kept it down to earth. He never let school feel like it was overwhelming. He always made it feel like it was a comfortable and a safe space.
Okay. What's one message or piece of advice that you would like your students to hear from you?
One piece of advice. I got it. I've been thinking about it. All right. Don't make don't make long-term decisions over short-term um short-term situations. Right?
Okay.
So just think about the long game as opposed to the short game. In the short game or in the immediate setting, right? You may get mad or upset or frustrated, but just think about how those actions will play out in the long term and take you where you want to go.
Okay. Is there a recent moment with students that made you proud, smile, or feel encouraged?
Last year?
Last year? Think about seventh grade.
I mean, y'all was cool and all, but I kind of like the seventh graders I got now.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I will say, moments like this, it makes you really proud to see because you guys are all transcending in your own ways. Some of you guys are the best math students. Some of you guys are, well, y'all not so great. But I still love y'all though. But it's good to see that you guys can show your talents in other places, right? Y'all's personalities, your charisma, who you are as a person. That's more important. That's equally as important as your academics.
What do you think that students often misunderstand about your role? Like, how do they perceive you?
I don't know. How do the students perceive me? I guess I should ask y'all. How would y'all
I think
perceive
you're
me?
pretty cool, laid back.
A
Yeah.
fun teacher, a teacher
Yeah.
that you could go to when you're at your lowest.
Yeah. That's how I feel like. I feel like you're a teacher that people can come to and tell like stuff that's going on in their life and they will trust you with that.
Yeah, like when you first came here, you was like real cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. What's one skill you wish you had started working on earlier? When you were a student.
Mm, one skill. I think using for me because you know I'm a math teacher. You know, math's the best. I think using my math knowledge to apply it when I was younger. So like when I was talking to some students today, and like when I was 14, like I had a job,
Mhm.
right? But like I wanted to just buy Jordans and like get fly instead of like actually putting that money aside, like knowing what I know now, teaching math, taking my funds that I had when I was a 14-year-old, putting that to the side, investing it, making sure that it grows my portfolio. So that way, by the time I'm my age now, I'll be a lot more successful or have a lot more revenue than I would if I just started in my like 20s or something like
Okay, okay.
Alright.
Who is someone you like to give flowers to, or someone who played a meaningful role in in
Shaping.
in shaping who you are today?
that. That's a good question. I gotta thank my mama, mama love. I gotta thank my mom.
Yo.
I think our parents play a really important job in who we are.
Which parent do you think was more understanding, your mom or your dad?
Neither. But
Mm,
good thing, like you guys said, I had like teachers, mentors, people in my life that I could talk to. When my parents didn't really understand, I could kind of talk to them to kind of like balance it out. My parents did give good advice, maybe not the stuff I wanted to hear, but like sometimes to offset it, I would just talk to other adults who can kind of listen and lend an ear and just kind of hear where I was coming from.
Right.
Got you, got you. We're going to ask some rapid fire questions. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
All right, let's hear it.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee,
Early bird or night owl?
night owl,
Sweet snacks or salty snacks?
sweet snacks.
Music or podcasts?
Mmm, that's tough. I'm gonna go podcast.
Why?
Favorite school subject growing up?
Favorite school, social studies.
Okay.
One word students will use to describe you?
Um, boring. My class is boring. Y'all know my class is boring.
It wasn't boring.
It wasn't
It
boring.
it wasn't boring.
Yeah, that was-
Sometimes it was, but
Yeah.
most times it wasn't.
Well, I mean, because we had Jaden in them in our class.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever Jaden just had. Jaden, shots to Jaden.
Yeah, guys.
Sad.
Favorite part of your school day?
Favorite part of my school day. I would be cliche and say the end of the day. Um, but definitely I would say like the morning time. The morning time. But not like right when we get here, but like at 8:30. I think that's like my favorite time of the day.
Okay. Planner or wing it?
Oh, wing it. You know me, I'm a wing
Yeah.
it.
Books or movies?
Movies. We go movies.
Inside or outside?
Outside.
Nah.
Outside,
Very outside. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what was the first job you ever had?
The first job that I ever had, I was working at this place called Raffle. You know Raffle. It's a music park in New York. That was the very first job that I had.
Would you rather give a presentation or write a paper?
Write a paper. I don't really like talking to people.
Okay. Okay. One last question before we let you.
Classroom music on or off?
Classroom music.
Yeah. Do you like music on or off in classroom?
I don't know. Sometimes it just depends on the class. I ain't gonna lie, but y'all used to talk about my playlist though. My playlist was.
You need to work on your playlist a little bit.
Look,
He listens to Nine Dishes now. You know who that is.
Okay.
yeah, they put me on to that guy. Who's it?
I don't know. I walked in your class. You just started playing Nine Dishes.
Sometimes I'll take requests from students, but you know me, I like playing Nas, J. Cole, the stuff y'all don't really like that much. But I will go, if I had to say, I would go music on.
This has been great, and we really appreciate you for coming on our podcast. Now it's time for Raffle of the Week. This week we're giving away something, and it's going to be a basketball goal.
Details announced. Tickets are $2 each. Payments will be made through Parent Square. The winners will be announced on the upcoming episode. The more entries you purchase, the greater chance to win.
Thank you again for Mr. Bratcher being on our podcast this week.
And now let's jump into our fun segment for this week.
All right, now it's time for our fun segment where we find out who's been living interesting lives. We're starting with Never Have I Ever and jumping into this or that. Guys, be honest because the cameras are watching.
We're gonna start off with 10 fingers, and we're gonna see who wins Never Have I Ever.
All right, number one. Never have I ever stayed up way too late watching videos and struggled the next morning.
Gotta put a finger down for that one.
Number two. Never have I ever started laughing and couldn't stop at the worst possible time.
Fuck it, bro.
She's laughing now.
Number three. Never have I ever checked my phone even though I just checked it 2 minutes ago.
Why everybody look over here, bro?
Wait.
Number four. Never have I ever tried to learn a dance from social media.
Everybody did that? How many fingers y'all got up?
6.
Got 6, 7.
I got up 6. Here she goes through 6, 7.
5. Never have I ever worn an outfit and then changed it at the last minute.
Do that about every morning?
7. Never have I ever spent forever deciding what to watch and ended up watching nothing. 8. Never have I ever practiced what I was going to say before talking to someone. 9. Never have I ever forgotten why I walked into a room.
Always, bro.
Literally.
10. Never have I ever tried a food thinking I wouldn't like it, but actually liking it.
This is hurting my fingers.
11. Never have I ever laughed so hard I couldn't explain why.
I definitely did that. I never said that too. More so this segment.
Blaze?
12. Never have I ever replayed a song over and over because it was stuck in my head.
I think we all got it.
We all didn't win that. Okay. Now we're gonna be jumping into what's the next game we're doing? Oh, this or that.
This or that.
Yes.
Okay, I ready?
All right, number 1. With this or that. Pizza or tacos?
Tacos.
Tacos.
Number 2. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
YouTube.
Nah, I can't stand with y'all now.
You too late.
I mean, I watch
3. Sneakers or slides?
Sneakers.
4. Sweet snacks or salty snacks?
Sweet snacks.
Salty.
Sweet what? Sweet
Salty,
snacks.
bro. Salty. You gotta go with salty.
Sweet.
5. Beach or pool?
Pool. I don't like
Pool.
water getting in my
Yeah. And it be in your mouth and stuff.
Pool. I say beach.
You get all that sand.
I gotta say beach.
Yeah. I say pool.
6. Video games or watching movies?
Watching movies.
Video games.
We knew he was gonna say that.
7. Hoodie or t-shirt?
T-shirt.
Hoodie.
Hoodie.
All right, the last one. iPhone or Android?
iPhone. Ain't nobody wanna.
Transition into teacher shoutouts.
This shout out comes from Miss Tipton.
She would like to recognize Chloe for her positive attitude.
Ms. Tipton says, thank you for bringing me the tape I needed.
This shout out comes from Miss Williams.
She's recognizing Kylene for her positive attitude and leadership.
Ms. Williams says, I'm loving seeing the progress you're making this year, including being a stellar example for your peers.
Our next shout out comes from Ms. Davis.
She's recognizing Rosiah and Evan for their academic effort.
Ms. Davis says, congratulations on maintaining a perfect 100 in science this quarter. You embody the ideal student, and I'm incredibly proud of you. Of your achievements, keeping up the fantastic work, and continue soaring to new heights.
Our final shout out comes from Mr. Williams.
He would like to recognize Keelan, Landon, Liriana, of course, the GOAT, Abria, Madison, Peyton, Case, and Alex, and Brayden for their academic effort, positive attitude, and improvement. Congratulations to all the students that were chosen by their teachers. Thank you for leading by example at SCSA. Now let's take a moment for the quote of the day and leave you with something to think about.
Growth doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like showing up again even when nobody's watching. This podcast is for students and is ran by students with support from our community.
If you're a local business, organization, or family interested in supporting our podcast, we'd love to partner with you.
All sponsorships and donations help support student leadership, equipment, and future podcast projects.
Well, we have had an amazing time talking to you guys, but we're going to end off, and thanks you guys for listening.
We'll catch you on the flip side
From the three perspectives.